Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play Red Alert. This will be our first attempt at this level, Allied 4. Don't know what's happened to my grammar. Don't worry about it.
Yes, sir.
So, from my memory, I remember that this is quite a tricky level.
Unit ready.
And there's only a few things I'm certain about it. First of all, you need to build a war factory with lots of tanks. Second of all, you'll be attacked right from the off, but you have lots of units to deal with it.
Yes, sir.
Thirdly, only a complete moron would place a turret there.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Thus ends my tips for this level.
Awaiting orders.
So, going to be copying some strats from last time, which didn't happen. It was all in your mind, it was a dream you had. It's disturbing, I'm starting to dream about my Let's Plays.
Yes, sir.
It's not looking good for you now, is it? We're going to start by spreading some
Unit ready.
rocket soldiers. I want to call them bazooka men because I like saying the word bazooka.
Agreed.
I can't help it, it's fun. But that's what we want to deal with the yak attack planes.
Very well.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Construction.
Just ignore this fellow.
Affirmative.
He's preoccupied. He won't bother you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's out the way. No, I have enough.
Cancel. Construction options.
Radar dome, second ore truck.
Awaiting orders. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Don't stand there either because you will block the way.
Agreed.
We will be attacked by that grenadier squad every now and again.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
So what we're going to do is position
Yes, sir.
a detachment of infantry over here.
Acknowledged.
Run.
Agreed. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
One of my preferred tactics, that one.
Affirmative.
Run.
Affirmative.
Often works.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Okay, now we're in the advantageous position where we can see our attackers.
Unit lost.
I always like to watch myself get killed.
Very well. Yes, sir.
It's reassuring somehow. Okay, we need turrets.
Unit ready.
One yak down. I don't think we killed the other one, did we? No, here he comes. Two yaks down. And
Very well.
as our superb memory from, I don't know, what was it, about 10 years ago when we played this game? We know that they don't rebuild the yaks because they're stupid.
Construction complete.
That doesn't seem so wise. Why do none of these places feel good? Is that terrible? Is that okay? We'll have a camouflage pillbox because why not?
Awaiting affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay, we're going ranger scouting. Speed's going up a tad.
Vehicle affirmative.
Ooh, I have an old truck that isn't mining.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting affirmative. Affirmative.
The priority is just to scout the area so that we can see when the attacks are coming towards us, so that we can prepare ourselves. I'm going to want a turret on the south entrance to the base as well.
Affirmative.
Again, that still does nothing. Still satisfying, but still does nothing.
Construction complete.
I'm playing really safe with these placements. We're also going to need another power plant.
Building.
Reporting.
Or, you know, people in pillboxes can't shoot because they don't have any power. Serious problem, that is. Plight of the world.
Construction complete.
Let's get me a turret.
Building.
You notice that all the buildings are in a completely messed up order in the build queue. That's because the buildings get placed at the bottom of the queue when you build the building that you need to be able to build it.
Affirmative.
So when you put a power plant, then you can build a barracks.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Because we started with half the buildings, then
Yes, sir.
we started
Acknowledged.
being able to build just about everything, and so it randomly assigns the order in which the buildings appear. Sandbags are our most technologically advanced thing we have, apart from service depots, which we don't like. But that's the way it is. Look how camouflaged that pillbox is. You'd never notice this glaringly obvious blue streak.
Building.
It's light tank time. Now, I'm not a fan of the light tanks.
Yes, sir.
The reason is because you saw how good heavy tanks were at 950. Heavy
Base
tanks
is under attack.
are kind of like
Yes, sir.
double-barreled medium tanks.
Awaiting orders.
Medium tanks are kind of like double HP light tanks. So in many ways, a heavy tank's like 4 times as good. Now, people who play the game are going to say, that's not true. And I'm going to tell those people to be quiet, because I'm making a point. Light tanks are terrible. Now, as a tank, they're actually not that bad. And they're not as bad as I make them out to be. They're not a quarter of a heavy tank. But for their money, they're just not up to scratch. The problem is actually that heavy tanks are too cheap. Heavy tanks are just amazingly good compared to both the light tanks and the medium tanks. But I noticed that Soviets get everything that's good. And I don't think that's fair. The way the Allies are supposed to work is with fast units, as a hit and run, I suppose, with these light tanks. But the speed difference rarely comes into play, because I'm always the one attacking.
Unit ready. Building.
But hey-ho. That's what we've got, so let's use it.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Operation Scout.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I don't think there's anything in this corner.
Acknowledged.
Speed goes up until we see dots. Yeah, let's be risky.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ooh. Ah.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Well, that is nice to know. That's a significantly safer patch to take.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Seems strange to say that patch is safer than that one, but I believe it is.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
It's not along the enemy's primary attack path.
Yes, sir.
That's all my conditions are for safety.
Awaiting orders.
Another one up here.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I randomly lose control of my Ranger.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Why do I have so many units going over here?
Awaiting orders.
I never ordered you people to do this. Stop
Oh.
using your initiative.
Vehicle acknowledged.
When the soldiers start to think, that's when you've got a problem.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
It's when the soldiers blindly listen to your terrible commands and just march to their death. That's when you've got a good army.
Affirmative.
That's a Soviet army.
Affirmative.
Apologies if you're Russian.
Affirmative.
These Allied forces.
Acknowledged.
What are they doing?
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Okay, so it looks like there's just lots of paths leading to the same area. The infantry are going to be mostly useless, because last time we attacked we noticed they had 2 flame towers, and 2 flame towers can kill about 8,000 infantry, something like that. So, yeah, not good.
Awaiting
Not good.
order. Acknowledged.
There are better fights we could have than minigun versus flame tower.
Unit ready. Building.
So this time we're going to wait for significantly more light tanks before we move out. That's
Yes,
the
sir.
plan.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Light tanks, although they have light in their name, of course are not lightly armoured. They are considered fully armoured units and take next to no damage from flame.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
So little in fact that we can pretty much ignore the flame towers and just kill everything else first.
Awaiting order.
Priority then, we're not going to be able to starve them out because that's an ore truck. That's ore. You can solve the rest of this puzzle for yourself. That is why we can't starve them out in this level.
Acknowledged.
I'm seeing incredible amounts of ore all over the place. I don't know if they expect me to mine? Harvest?
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Generally you mine ore, but
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
this doesn't look like mining. Collect.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if they expect me to collect all this ore,
Acknowledged.
but
Affirmative.
I don't intend to. I think there's too much on the level.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
But I'd rather have too much than not enough.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I'd also rather have the enemy have no ore.
Acknowledged.
Don't always get what you want.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
And these forces won't attack until the last of the attacking forces have grouped up together. I imagine it's just these 3,
Building.
in which case the turret can handle it. We have these guys to take out the grenadier if needs be, but we do have a camo pillbox. Yes, here they go. They're going for their
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
do-or-die attempt here. Oh no, they're trying to cheap shot a ranger. We've got rockets, always nice. Prioritise the men, pillbox.
Vehicle
Our base is under attack.
Okay.
Unit lost.
Okay, there.
very well.
You were just a little shocked? What's going on there, man?
Yes, sir.
You may as well stand there, in fact.
Agreed.
Unit ready.
I like this rocket launcher unit versus tank. It's a good strategy.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting affirmative.
That's it, shoot my own tank.
Acknowledged.
That's what we're looking for.
Reporting affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
So I'm thinking about different attack paths.
Affirmative.
This way it leads us through a ravine, and then we have to attack that direction.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Wasn't
Affirmative.
so great for us.
Acknowledged.
This way leads you straight into flame towers, which you can't see.
Yes,
That seems to be it.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Variety is a little lacking on this level. Okay, you're gonna die.
Affirmative.
Scout what you can.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I'm thinking perhaps a frantic run by
Acknowledged.
that focuses down that and that,
Unit lost.
and then we celebrate because they can't build their best units anymore. It's not a bad strategy. Checks me up to. Could you count them faster than I could? You saw my cursor counting. I'm
Insufficient
strangely
funds.
untrusting of the number I came to, and I don't want to stay with
Unit
it.
ready.
Don't move. You're making this difficult. 11? Yes. Yes, fear my counting
Yes, sir.
skills.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
That's what you need if you want to go pro in video gaming.
Building.
The ability to count. Step number 1. We should be safe for a little while. Their attacks don't come thick and fast, they come every now and
Unit
again.
ready. Building.
So the longer I wait, probably means that my forces are going to build up more than theirs because they lose their attacking force, and they don't do any damage. They just suck up some funds as I have to repair my turret. Complete mission, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. An odd command, not one I'd find you using very often, but there it is, delete mission. Standard tactics.
Our base is under attack.
Standard mismanagement of the units. You notice the turret there was having a pop at the grenadiers. You notice that the pillbox is now having a pop at the tank.
Yes, sir. Very
Unit
well.
Not
Yes, sir.
strategically
Agreed.
viable. But they wanted to try something different. It's fine.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Do you like the chimes of money draining? I know I do. Turn the... Ooh, hello.
Yes,
Hello.
acknowledged.
Let's get out of there.
Affirmative.
No, we don't need to go out in a fancy pattern.
Reporting.
Anything will do. I'm not that fussy. Ooh.
Reporting.
Insufficient funds.
Okay, happy.
Acknowledged.
Could build a service depot and make sure all of my ore trucks stay at good health, but they heal on their own, and
Building.
generally half HP is enough to survive an attack. You're liking the numbers of light tanks we got here? Oh, no, God, we've caused havoc in the base.
Yes, sir.
Everyone calm yourselves. Oh, look at the dots, they're going crazy.
Unit ready.
The ore trucks wouldn't know how to get through. One misclick and look what happens. Chaos. Chaos in motion. What's this medic doing?
Medic affirmative.
That was an order to the tanks. Why did you suddenly decide to get
Unit
active?
ready. Building.
Okay, this time, when people calm down, we're going to do something smart. We're going to save the game, so that if our attacking
Mission
force
saved.
dies, we can load it back and pretend that nothing happened. Actually, saving the game is usually key to end the video, isn't it? This is as good a time as any. Hopefully you'll join me next time. We're going to be attacking, and hopefully we'll win, and we'll go into the next level afterwards. Hopefully you'll join me for that. I shall see you then.